What is the value of a championship for the Packers? Is it worth paying millions for a quarterback? The question lingering in the air and in the hearts of Green Bay Packers fans is as old as football itself. What is the real value of a championship? And, in an era of astronomical salaries and superstar players, this question takes on a new dimension. Is it worth paying millions for a quarterback to bring the coveted title back to Green Bay? We want to hear from you. Is paying millions for a quarterback worth it to secure a championship, or should the focus be on building a more balanced team? Drop your comment below and join the passionate discussion. Don't forget to subscribe to the Green Bay Packers News channel, leave a like, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any updates about our beloved Packers. In the chilly corridors of Wisconsin, the anticipation of a new Super Bowl has always been the driving force behind the Packers and their devoted fan base. After all, this is a team that has built a solid reputation over the decades as one of the most historic and successful franchises in the NFL. But in recent years, the heavy investments in star quarterbacks have sparked heated debates. The era of million-dollar contracts. When thinking about elite quarterbacks, it's impossible to ignore the contracts these stars command. At the top of that list are salaries that exceed $50 million annually. Quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers, who once led the Packers to Super Bowl glory, personify this very question. Is it worth investing so much in a single player? The answer may seem simple. An elite quarterback can change the course of a franchise. He is the heart and soul of the team, making crucial decisions in key moments and leading the offense in ways few athletes can. However, there is a cost. And when it comes to quarterbacks, that cost is astronomical. Aaron Rodgers, for example, has carried the burden of being one of the greatest players in history, but the question that echoes among fans is, with so much money invested in one athlete, is the Packers roster being built in a more balanced and complete way? The cost of a champion. The multi-million-dollar investment in a quarterback directly impacts the rest of the roster. In a league with a salary cap that limits spending, paying a fortune for one star can compromise the depth and quality of other positions. And this is where the controversy lies. Is a team's success solely dependent on its quarterback, or is the real secret in building a well-balanced roster? The most fervent fans proudly recall the Super Bowl 45 victory, when Rodgers, at his peak, led the Packers to the title. But since then, the team has faced some playoff disappointments, leading the fanbase to question whether the path to success is to better distribute financial resources. Meanwhile, young quarterbacks like Malik Willis are beginning to make a name for themselves in practices and preseason. With significantly lower salaries, these players offer a different perspective. A young, promising quarterback could, with time and experience, find success without consuming a large portion of the team's budget. This would allow the rest of the roster to be strengthened with talent at other positions, creating a stronger and more complete team. The dream of a balanced team. The Green Bay Packers have long been known for their philosophy of team building, where developing young talent and making smart draft picks play a key role. However, with the increasing financial impact of quarterbacks, the scales seem to have tipped in a different direction. The dilemma now is how to maintain that tradition while navigating a league where quarterback salaries are breaking unimaginable barriers. It's impossible to overlook the crucial role the quarterback plays in a team. When everything is on the line, it's the quarterback who leads the team to victory or defeat. But is just having a great quarterback enough to win a championship? The Packers have already proven that balance is key. When the team won the Super Bowl in 2011, in addition to Rodgers, they also had a solid defense and complementary players at a high level. Since then, despite Rodgers' brilliance, the team has been eliminated from the playoffs several times, raising questions about overall roster investment. The challenges of a new era. In recent years, the Packers have found themselves at a crossroads. Should they continue betting on a star quarterback, as they did for so many years with Rodgers, or embrace a new era where the team could be led by younger, less costly talent, allowing better distribution of the budget across all positions? This debate has gained even more traction with the emergence of young and talented quarterbacks across the league, many of whom have more modest contracts yet deliver exceptional performance. Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert are examples of quarterbacks who quickly became stars without their franchises needing to dedicate a large portion of their budgets to them in their early years. For the Green Bay Packers, the future seems to be in the hands of tough decisions. Is it worth continuing to invest millions in a veteran quarterback, hoping he'll bring home another title, or is it time to bet on new talent, redistribute resources, and build a more balanced and competitive team? What do the fans think? The Packers fan base, one of the most passionate in the NFL, is divided. Many still believe that having an elite quarterback is essential to winning. After all, the Packers lived through this with Brett Favre and later with Aaron Rodgers. However, there are also those who argue that modern football requires a more strategic approach, where a team's success comes from a well-rounded and complete roster, not just a single star. In the midst of all this, what everyone agrees on is that the Green Bay Packers are searching for a new path to success. The question that continues to echo in the hearts of fans is simple but powerful. How much is a championship worth? And perhaps the answer lies not just in how much is paid to a quarterback, but in how that investment is distributed to create a truly championship-caliber team.